Welcome back for our second lesson of vocabulary. The first root word that we're dealing with this week is the or theo. Comes from the Greek word meaning God. Theology, for example, is the study of gods and religions. So our first word is apotheosis. It's a noun. It deals with the transformation of something into God, or a perfect example. Let's take, for instance, Abraham Lincoln. After his assassination, Abraham Lincoln underwent an apotheosis that transformed the controversial president into a saintly father of democracy. So apotheosis is the word that signifies that transformation. Our second word is atheistic. It's an adjective. It describes someone who is denying the existence of God or a divine power. Now this is above any type of religion. It could be Islam, it could be Christianity, it could be Buddhism, it could be Hinduism. This person denies that any of those gods exist, that there is no higher power. Sometimes atheistic is applied to Madeleine Murray O'Hair, who was the woman in the 1960s who was successful in removal of prayer from American public schools. The third word is the opposite. Pantheistic is an adjective, but it describes someone who sees the power of God in all of nature, or someone who worships all gods and creeds and cults. So I could take a person in a third world country who sees God in the tree, feels God in the moving wind, and really believes that's God. They'd be called pantheistic. But I could also take a person living here in California who believes in Christ of Christianity, Allah of Islam, Vishnu of Hinduism, or Buddha of Buddhism, and sees no difference between any of them and believes in them all, and they would also be considered pantheistic. This is seeing or worshiping multiple gods at one time. The last word we have is theocracy, which is a noun, and it's government officials who are regarded as divinely inspired, or a state governed by religious leaders. So the example of the ancient Aztecs comes to mind. They worshipped gods who supposedly spoke to their priests, and so their whole government was run by the priests because they had the ear of God. That was a theocracy. Our second root word is prob or prov. It comes from the Latin words for prove or proof and honesty or integrity. So to prove a statement is to make it honest. A probate court is where the genuineness of wills of deceased people are proven. Our first word is approbation. It's a noun. It's a formal or official act of approving. Okay, so say our ASB comes up with this great idea for a special event, and they go to the Huntington Beach Union High School District School Board and ask for approval. The school board votes and gives them approbation for the event. That's formal approval. Our second word is disprove, and this one you know. It's a verb to show that something is not what it is claimed to be, or to refute it. I don't think that one needs any further discussion. Probity is a noun. Absolute, honest, and uprightness. So, for example, this might be a condition, abstract noun, that would be applied to a pastor or a priest. So the probity of the priest was beyond reproach. And the last word is reprobate. It's a noun. It's a person of thoroughly bad character. So, your parents would not like it for you to hang out with a reprobate person. So these are our 2 root words for this week.